NBC Bay Area News starts now.
As we heard just a few moments ago, President Obama basically staked his entire speech on the idea that our economy is generally on the rise and that the middle class is still stuck in neutral. While economists say there are elements of truth to those statements, both of those claims could use a good fact check. President Obama took the stage at Knox College Wednesday, ready to play up a rejuvenated economy and highlight our country's biggest remaining obstacle, the widening gap between the haves and the have-nots.
The average CEO has gotten a raise of nearly 40% since 2009. The average American earns less than he or she did in 1999.
Is this portrait of inequality accurate? For answers, we went to Stanford's nonpartisan Institute for Economic Policy Research and Director John Shoven, who told us income equality is a problem, but it's not the problem. And he says that CEO statistic needs some explaining.
A lot of CEOs have what's called variable compensation. When things go badly, their compensation goes down. They all went down in 2009. Now we've recovered and they've gone back up. So if you're comparing it to the low water mark, it wouldn't surprise me if we're up 40% in the last 4 years.
As for average Americans, Shoven says blue-collar workers have probably seen flat wages, but not everybody. According to NBC political analyst Chuck Todd, the president is making a strategic decision to single out wealth disparity because it's more relatable to most people than, say, deficit reduction.
Their whole political strategy is, number one, get out of Washington, which he tried to do today, and number two, start trying to talk about things that middle-class folks care the most about.
Yes, like job creation, getting work and making sure families can keep putting bread on the table. So how are we doing in that department, according to the president?
So you add it all up, and over the past 40 months, our businesses have created 7.2 million new jobs.
And 7 million jobs added during our recovery is accurate, until economists and politicos tell you it's a decidedly mediocre and incomplete figure.
It's a reasonable performance. We are increasing jobs at a pace to just about keep unemployment unchanged.
We were adding tens of millions of jobs in the 90s. So this is a stagnant recovery, which is something he did end up acknowledging. Some of these jobs are not full-time or barely full-time, some are part-time.
And as Chuck Todd noted, the president acknowledged today the job numbers are kind of a work in progress. But if they were presented as a sign of real growth, that's kind of problematic. Then there's the claim of middle-class struggles. Economists say that's a real issue, but it's not the biggest challenge that we face. They say the deficit is, a topic that the president decided not to give top billing today. I'm Sam Brock. That's today's Reality Check.